Welcome to the MasterMind Library. They call me Ferdinand, the bringer of balance, leader of many disciplines, and the host of the MasterMind Library, the home of the MasterMind Book Club. And as y'all know, we've been in Queen of Fool's book, Sacred Woman, powerful material. This one's for the ladies. All y'all ladies out there, I hope y'all are listening. I hope y'all are reading along. I hope y'all out here buying this woman's book. Put some money in her pocket. Put some money in her staff's pocket. Go spend some money with this woman. Go to Amazon, go to Books a Million, go to Borders, whichever bookstores is still available. Go to all these bookstores, spend some money. Okay. Gotta wipe the sweat off. A little warm in here. Got summertime. All right. Listen, y'all go and y'all support this woman. All right. Spend some money with this woman. This material is important. The information in here is what the people need. All right. And today we are in chapter 2. All right. Gateway 0. Okay. Let's go ahead and move to the book. Move to where we are in the book. Gateway 0. The Sacred Womb. Ancestors: Biddy Mason, Queen Mother Moore. Elders: Aunt Iris O'Neill, Dr. Josephine English. Contemporaries: Dr. Jewel Pookrum, Nun Kulu Leku, Tai Himba. Sacred Guardian: Grandmother Nut. Creating your secret altar. Creating your sacred altar. Your altar should be placed in a room undisturbed by the public. A private prayer area is best, a place where you, your family, and attuned friends can go to pray. This is the designated area where you will commune with the creator, creatress, receive spiritual, mental, and emotional comfort, and gain inner guidance through visions for your greater upliftment. If you don't have such a room, then set up your altar in any quiet area of your sacred home. One day, not too long from now, you will look about your entire home and realize with joy that every room is like an altar, empowered with your sacred touch and loving energy from the indwelling sacred spirit. In your chosen meditation area, place the table for your altar. Sacred womb altar work. Face your heart to the east, to the rising sun. Lay out from top view. Mount pictures on wall above altar. And just so y'all can get an idea of what I'm looking at, I'm right here on this page right here. All right, it might be hard to see. I don't have a digital copy, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna have to show y'all what I'm looking at. All right, and as you can see, we got some sacred symbols there of air, water, fire, and earth, and spirit. All right, we got the oils. All right, we got some key information there. Hopefully everybody can see that. I know it's kind of small. I like to have the digital copy on the screen, but I don't have a digital copy. They have did a very good job protecting the intellectual property of this book. So I'm normally able to find PDFs of material, but I have not been able to locate Sacred Woman PDF just yet. So we'll have to work with this. But y'all can see the netter. Y'all can see the elements. All right. All right. Sacred tablecloth, white or blue. Scarf scarf or prayer shawl to wear during altar work. Sacred color cloth to lay before altar with your sacred instruments to be played as you pray, i.e., harp, zither, drum, bell, rattle, etc. Sacred altar preparation. Remember to purify all your sacred altar objects before positioning them on your altar. Handle each object with consciousness, emanating the highest possible vibrations and intentions from your body, mind, and spirit. Wash each altar object in a bowl of purified water, mixed with a few drops of frankincense and myrrh, and a pinch of sea salt. Dry with a clean cloth. Use the specific diagram outlined for each gateway to direct the placement of each of your sacred objects. Sacred tablecloth. Cover the table with a clean white cloth for purity. Then add the appropriate suggested Color for the gateway you are working in. For example, you can use a blue cloth to create peace within the womb and lessen menstrual bleeding. Pictures. First, place an inspirational picture of yourself in a beautiful frame made from a natural material, wood, crystal, or glass, upon your altar as a reminder of your divinity. Next, add framed pictures or symbolic representations of the spiritual guardian, ancestors, elders, and contemporaries who support you at each gateway. Sacred stones. Place the recommended sacred stones on your altar to harness the energies of the mineral kingdom in support of your healing intention. For example, rose quartz is a wonderful tool for invoking the energies of divine love. Fresh flowers or plants. Use fresh flowers or plants to establish the energies of the living earth on your altar. For example, use an African violet plant to banish negativity or an aloe plant for physical healing. Candles. To honor the fire element, light a small white candle. Other colors of candles may be used according to the recommendations for the gateway. For safety, if you are using a large 7-day candle, place it in a bowl of water in a safe place on your altar. Never leave a candle burning when you are away from home. Blow it out upon completion of your spiritual observances. Baptism bowl. Fill a crystal or wooden bowl with purified water to absorb negativity in the environment. Pour out the water after each altar ceremony and refill the bowl with fresh water at the beginning of your next session of altar work. Feather. Gently place a beautiful feather on a small pedestal or raised stand on your altar. The feather represents maintaining your balance throughout your journey, no matter how fiercely the winds of life may blow. Ankh or other sacred symbol. Place your ankh on a small velvet or silk cloth in the center of your altar. The ankh represents eternal life and unity in body, mind, and spirit. Food. Rise and dry all sacred food to be offered to the Neter, the mother, father, creator, creatress, and your ancestors. Your offering should consist of high quality dried grains and fresh fruit placed in a beautiful wooden, glass, or clay bowl. Anointing oils. Use a small amount of essential oil to anoint and bless your forehead, your heart, and your abdomen, thus connecting the wombs of your thoughts and emotions with your physical womb. Use only the finest of essential oils, as they have a high spiritual vibration. Suggested essential oils: rose, frankincense, myrrh, cinnamon, lavender, jasmine. As with colors, choose the fragrance best suited for your meditative purposes. See the master chart on pages 130 through 135 at the end of chapter 5 for more information. Refresh your sacred altar on the first day of your entry into each gateway. And I call myself a womb man. Nakina Evans, sacred woman initiate. How can I become a womb man when I don't know my womb? I have never had a conversation with my womb, so how can I consider myself a womb man? I have been with you, grown with you, been through rites of passage with you from childhood to adolescence to adulthood, and yet I have never had a conversation with you. You have been a victim, a consequence to an action, a symptom of a disease, an effect of my action. I have never spoken to you, consulted with you, inquired of you, cared for you, or understood you. And I call myself a grown womb man. Where have I grown? How could I have grown without talking with you, without acknowledging your presence and your works? And I call myself a womb man. I have put you through dozens of men, alien spirits, beings, entities of all dimensions, from all places and stations. I have created and destroyed babies through you. I have fed you all kinds of poisons, thereby creating diseases, fibroids, tumors, cysts, and the like. I have sexually abused you, thereby creating sexually transmitted diseases, infections of all types, itching, burning, hurting, pain. I have used you for my own purposes: money, favors, alleged self esteem, beauty, clothing, food. I have allowed men to probe you, doctors to drug you, while I held you down. If I had known someone who had done all these things, I would call them the names I despise the most: murderer, thief, liar, betrayer, demon. Yes, I would. And I call myself a womb man. Time to release. 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 Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. I am complete. I will be responsible for you, for myself, for my womb. We are in relationship together. We have been from the very, very beginning. I will commune and communicate with you. I will listen to you. I will wash, cleanse, and purify you. I will pay attention to your patterns, your moods, your signs and wonders. I will, I will, I will become the womb man that you made me from the beginning. Gateway 0, Sacred Womb Daily Spiritual Observances. Gateway Element, Water. The sacred womb is the gateway to all gateways. Each gateway represents a spiritual exercise of ascension. The practice offered for Gateway 0, the sacred womb, are to be performed daily for a minimum of 21 days to a maximum of 4 months. Disciplining yourself to honor this path will awaken your inner gateways of divinity so that you may blossom and establish your full sacred center. The sacred womb lays a foundation of womb wellness that will serve as your preparation for the gateways of initiation. Through the 21-day training, you will learn how to cleanse toxic thoughts, foods, and attitudes out of your divine body temple. You will present to your womb the gift of wellness philosophy. This includes the natural living approach to food, womb rejuvenation techniques, womb affirmations, and womb meditations for total attunement. 1. The spiritual bath. Begin your journey into Gateway 0 by entering the depths of the ocean. One way to honor this intention is to create a dawn ritual of taking a spiritual bath with Epsom salts or dead sea salts when you rise between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Make a ceremony out of your bath, light candles and incense, have soft, inspiring music playing. Bless your bath water. Use the bath to release all negativity. Everything that blocks the free movement of light, love, healing, and peace through your sacred womb and body temple. Add the essential oil of frankincense to the bath water to open your crown Arit chakra. Frankincense attunes you to the divine oneness of nectar, inspiration, and divine wisdom, and brings forth the divinity and the sacredness of the womb. It eliminates confusion and depression. Place 7 drops of frankincense oil in your bathwater. Also add 7 drops of frankincense to a bowl of purified water on your altar and sprinkle a few drops around your prayer space. 2. Your altar. Set up your altar according to the altar preparation guidelines on page 18 and sit before it quietly and meditatively on the floor, on a pillow, or in a comfortable chair. Anoint with frankincense. Select only pure essential oils. Use essential oil of frankincense to anoint your crown and your third eye in the center of your forehead before the brows, the body temple gateway of supreme spirituality. Next, anoint the heart, the body temple gateway of compassion and divine love. And anoint your womb area, the palms of your hands, to make everything you touch become more sacred, and the bottoms of your feet to spiritually align yourself for stepping out in power, promise, and faith. Sacred musical instrument. Softly play a sacred instrument, drum, sistrum, shikri, to awaken the indwelling angelic host. Or you might want to use a small, clear toned bell at that early hour, out of respect for the others sleeping in your household. 3. Opening the gateway. In your prayers to each of the gateway guardians, you may use whatever words pour from your heart. For example, here's a prayer that might be used to open the gateway to Gateway 0. Sacred and divine nut, spiritual guardian of the gateway of the sacred womb, please accept my deepest gratitude for your healing presence on my altar and in my life. Thank you for your guidance and inspiration, and for your love and blessings. And please accept my love and blessings in return. Het Tepu. 4. Libation. A libation is the act of pouring a liquid, such as water or spirits, alcohol, as a holy offering to the one creator, creatress. In sacred woman practices, we use purified water that we have blessed and offered ceremonially to the Most High. For the libation in Gateway Zero, pour a small amount of water from a cup, or sprinkle a few drops with your fingers from a bowl or calabash onto the earth if you are outside, or onto a potted plant on your altar as you pour your libation. Call out this prayer of adoration. The details will change with each gateway, but not the intent. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the sacred mother guardian of Gateway Zero, Nut, the great cosmic mother. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the ancestors of Gateway Zero, Biddy Mason and Queen Mother Moore. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the elders of Gateway Zero, Aunt Iris O'Neill and Dr. Josephine English. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of my divine self and my divine contemporaries, Dr. Jewel Pukram and Nun Kalu Leku Tai Himba. 5. Sacred Woman Spirit Prayer. Gently ring your bell or softly play another sacred instrument at the beginning and end of the prayer. Sacred Spirit, Netter, hold me near, close to your bosom. Protect me from all harm and fear, from the blows of life. Direct my steps in the right way as I journey through this vision. Sacred Spirit, surround me in your absolutely perfect light. Anoint me in your sacred purity, peace, and divine insight. Bless me, truly bless me, as I share this sacred life. Teach me, Sacred Spirit, to be in tune with the universe. Teach me how to heal with the inner and outer elements of air, fire, water, and earth. 6. Sacred Womb Prayer. Again, gently ring your bell or softly play another sacred instrument at the beginning and end of the prayer. Divine Mother, give me the power to heal my womb. Bless the wombs of all your daughters and assist us in the healing of the womb of our wombs. Restore our faith that we may grow in strength, power, and knowledge as we recapture the purity and sacredness of our womb. May the wombs and all women be born again to the eternal heights as womb healing and wellness spread over each and every land. 7. Chanting Hezi. Chant this Hezi from the first language. Mutu, Netter, 4 times. Nuk, Pu, Netter, Himpt. I am a sacred woman. 8. Fire breaths. Prepare for your fire breathing. Rapid breathing by slowly inhaling 4 times and slowly exhaling 4 times. Then, when you are totally at ease, begin your fire breaths. Allow each deep fire breath to represent the opening of the 1,000-petaled lotus of illumination and radiance that will ultimately allow you to reach Nefer Atum, the ultimate African lotus gateway of divinity. In Gateway Zero, you will begin with 50 to 100 fire breaths, and with each new gateway, you will add 100 more fire breaths until you are performing 1,000 breaths of power and light. How to do fire breaths? With your mouth closed, inhale deeply like a pump through your nostrils as you expand your breath down into the abdomen, then back up to expand the chest. Then exhale fully as your abdomen contracts and the lungs release your breath completely. Practice the fire breath a few times slowly, and then do it 50 times as rapidly as you can, fully, and inhale and exhale. Note, if you should become lightheaded or slightly breathless, which is called hyperventilating, simply breathe into a small paper bag, not plastic, held over your nose and mouth for a few minutes to restore your carbon dioxide presence. The more you practice the fire breath, the more you will build your capacity to do it, and so receive its amazing energizing and restorative benefits. 9. Gateway Zero, Sacred Womb Meditation. Each day of the 21 days you spend working through Gateway Zero, increase the length of time you spend in meditation. The longer you are in meditation, the deeper your inner peace will be, and the more vibrant your ka. Sorry about that. close that door. All right. And the more vibrant your ka spirit will become. The cleaner your body temple, the sooner it will be able to live permanently in the peace and inner balance of the meditative state. The sacred womb meditation. Visualize yourself sitting on a lotus bed rooted in the very core of your sacred center. Begin your attunement with womb wisdom right now by breathing in Nut, the cosmic sky mother and the sacred guardian of the womb. Inhale and allow Nut to breathe a blue light of serenity into your womb. Then exhale as you release and purge out emotional and spiritual blockages and toxic substances from your womb, your seat of creation and creativity. Repeat 7 times. Now breathe in 4 counts and exhale 8 counts. Witness the power of womb healing, stability, and radiance flourishing as your womb grows into and learns to maintain a sense of well-being. Now, bless the womb of your mind, the womb of your heart, and the womb of your sacred seat. Sacred healing color and stone work. Color visualization. Visualize the color of the gateway you are in Gateway 0, which honors the element of water. Visualize white or blue for purification and serenity. As you perform your meditation, wear white or blue and place a white or blue cloth on your altar. Sacred stone meditation. Hold in your palm over your womb one or all of the sacred healing stones of Gateway 0, moonstone, turquoise, and black tourmaline. Moonstone opens us up to our true femininity so that we can become one with our divine selves. Moonstone also aids in relief from tumors. It is connected to the moon and the female aspect of a woman's emotional nature. Turquoise is a symbol of the blue sky. It raises the spirit and brings us to spiritual heights on earth and in the heavenly realms. It is a blue-green semi-precious stone that gives us wisdom and brings good fortune. It can absorb negative feelings and vibrations and sends healing to the water. This gem represents the fifth Arit chakra or energy center, which regulates the throat, which aids in divine communication, particularly when performing morning meditation between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Black tourmaline contains protective energy against negativity and helps to ground you and attune you to the earth. 10. Herbal tonics. Drink herbal tea while you're doing your altar work, prayer work, and journal work in Gateway 0. Use the Heal Thyself Woman's Herbal Formula. See the product list in the appendix for general womb wellness. Dandelion tea made from the plant's roots and leaves. Taraxacum officinale is another useful tonic for Gateway 0 as it strengthens the womb. It also purifies and destroys acids in the blood and is good for anemia. Drink your tea for 21 days to receive the full benefits of attuning to Gateway 0. Enjoy your herb tea in your favorite mug during or after spiritual writing. Be sure to finish the tea before 1 p.m. Preparation. Use 1 tea bag or 1 teaspoon loose tea to 8 ounces of water boiled in a non-metallic pot. Boil water, turn off flame, then add tea and steep. Strain herbs from water. Drink before or after your morning bath or sacred shower. Drink with joy and peace as you breathe quietly between sips and settle into easy contemplation. 11. Flower essences. To center, deepen, and stabilize your experience in each gateway, work with the recommended flower essences. Flower essences are vibrational remedies that heal when a few drops of the potentized essence of aromatic flowers are placed on or under the tongue or in a small glass of water that is sipped at regular intervals. Flower essences are primarily recommended to restore balance to mental and emotional states and can offer wonderful support as we work on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our self-healing. How to choose an essence. Select among the recommended essences by reviewing the definition of the essence and matching it to the mental or emotional state you want to address. You can also use your intuition, muscle testing, or a pendulum to select from a group of essences. Dosage. Place 4 drops of the recommended essence on or under the tongue, or add the same amount to a small glass of purified water. Also, review the characteristic qualities of the essence you are working with and reflect on the impact of the essence on your state of mind and emotions. Record your observations in your sacred womb journal. Flower essences for Gateway Zero, as presented in Flower Essence Repertory, a comprehensive guide to North American and English flower essences for emotional and spiritual well being by Patricia Kaminsky and Richard Katz for this and all subsequent gateways. Alpine Lily promotes the ability to contact true femininity through grounding in the female organs, the integration of the feminine with the female sexual and biological self. Pomegranate, creative expression of the feminine aspect of the self both in procreation and in worldly creativity. Star Tulip, spiritual receptivity, opening the feminine aspect of the self to higher worlds. Black Eyed Susan, clearer insight into hidden or buried emotions. Angelica, to feel protected and guided, to feel spiritual guardianship during times of stress. 12. Diet and movement. Daily, follow the Sacred Woman Natural Living Dietary Laws given in the Womb Wellness Cleansing Food Plan. See page 72. And do the dance of the womb movements presented in Gateway 3. 13. Sacred journal writing. Journal writing is best done after your sacred bath or internal cleansing with an enema and or meditation. When you are cleansed and centered, you can receive spiritual messages from the One Most High with grace. When in the spirit, messages travel down through your spirit to your heart, into your hand, and onto the paper. This is how I do all my writing. The best time to receive your spiritually written work is after you have completed your altar work, between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Keep a very special pen and journal by or on your altar to work with the power, force, and stillness at the coming of dawn. At this time, writing your journal the thoughts, activities, experiences, and interactions that occurred previously in your daily life. You might also want to write down your self-inspired hopes, visions, desires, and affirmations so that you can draw on them for help and support when needed. You'll be surprised at how healing and sustaining your journal wisdom can be. 14. Sanab Freedom Shawl or Quilt. As you enter Gateway Zero, choose the sacred cloth that will serve as the canvas for your spiritual garment. This cloth will serve as the backdrop on which you create your Sanab Freedom Shawl or Quilt. See pages 122 to 125. You will begin preparing the sewing materials you will need to continue your Sanab quilt or shawl work throughout the gateways of initiation. 15. Sacred tools. Wooden table or raised platform to establish the foundation for your sacred altar. Materials needed to set up your Gateway Zero, the sacred womb altar. See page 18. 16. Sacred reminder. Throughout the next 21 days, you are to observe closely the wisdom presented in Gateway Zero. For maximum results, live freely in tune with the various systems of body, mind, and spirit wellness presented. Closing sacred words. Divine Creator Creatress, help me to honor and treat my womb in a most sacred way. Thank you for all the blessings you have granted me on this sacred journey. To the keepers of the sacred womb. Womb wisdom is woman's work. So say the ancients, as earth mothers from the original heavenly realms of Nut, we have the ability and responsibility to heal ourselves with natural ways using the elements of air, fire, water, and earth. Men do not have this power, nor is it their destiny to heal our wombs. Men need only to love, respect, support, come through, and give reverence to our wombs. Men can only support what women first established through the renewal of their sacred wombs, the natural foundation of our self discovery and recovery. When our wombs are restored through the steady, unrelenting transformation of our thoughts and our hearts and our blood, then and only then will the destiny of the earth rise again. Due to our present degenerated state as women, we are often impotent healers of self. Lost women are women who are disconnected from their sacred center. We must move out and harness all of our power, which has been dormant, locked away in our womb. For we are at the crossroads of life on this planet. Whether men and women are to live or die is up to us. As women, we have the power to stop the destruction of the earth. Sacred women move out quickly and with absolute certainty and tenacity. Look at the condition of our wombs. Statistically, they tell the story. They hold the answer to whether or not we are to be. Most women have womb problems. Too many wombs are dead asleep. Others are filled with bacteria, imploded with stress and disease. Still others are bleeding to death. We are collectively in trouble. So say the voices of our wombs. We women have squatted on our power for centuries. It's time for us to stand up for full resurrection in our birthright. For full resurrection is our birthright. When we as women activate our full strength, then it will be as it was in the beginning. When women were whole, we were supreme, for we too were given the power to rule the earth. We women, gatekeepers of life, are the key to creating a glorious healing upon the earth through the realignment of the ancient ways of healing, taught to us first by the first mothers of antiquity. Sacred women, I implore you to take your life in your own hands and take hold of your daughter's hands as best you can and seek out your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, your aunts. Create a womb circle. Speak womb talk and pass it on. Wombs are healing everywhere. Go heal a wounded womb and charge a healed womb with light so that it may bear a bright future. Envision a planet of healthy minds and hearts. It is all up to us, the peacemakers, the keepers of the womb. For when we as women go forth and sit on the sacred seat of Ast, Isis, the great mother within, then men, with all their warring over land, people, and resources, can do nothing but submit. Come sit with us in the sacred womb circle, sacred women, and invoke your true divinity. Welcome to the sacred womb circle. The sacred womb circle was created to reawaken the knowledge within women's consciousness that we have an innate natural ability to heal ourselves. It was born out of a need to reach out to women like you and me who want to take a more active and responsible role in creating and maintaining the personal wellness of our wombs. To begin the process of womb wellness, we must first establish and become rooted in the concept and philosophy of Gateway Zero, the sacred womb and its natural holistic approach to creating womb wellness. It is not designed to diagnose or prescribe. It is offered to women as a loving introduction to a holistic education. It is not intended to serve as a substitute for medical treatment. If you are being attended to by a physician, please continue to do so as you simultaneously begin to educate yourself about the process offered here. Today, when so many women are faced with the threat of hysterectomy due to uterine fibroids, endometriosis, and an increase in the number of cancerous wombs, the sacred womb circle is an answer to African women's collective prayers. It says, "Come to me for the prevention of chronic excessive monthly bleeding. Come to me for the elimination of womb infections. Come to me to staunch the growth of tumors, cysts, or fibroids. Come to me to summon the courage to end sexual womb abuse. Come to me to mend the painful emotional scars of unhealed abortions. Come to me to end the premature loss of your monthly cycle or the stress of menopause. Come to me to embrace and rejoice in your sacred wombs." Gateway Zero empowers women by encouraging the formation of sacred womb circles in order to collectively heal ourselves through womb wellness work. It urges mothers to bond with their daughters and daughters to honor their mother's experience and wisdom. It asks grandmothers and elder women to gather all the women folk of their communities to their bosoms for rebirthing by sharing ancient, wise women healing traditions. These traditions allowed African women of the Americas, the Caribbean, the motherland, and throughout the world to heed the call to heal ourselves through womb wisdom. using traditional herbs, roots, leaves, berries, mud, water, air, sun, and prayer. Gateway Zero teaches us how to establish a natural living lifestyle that will strengthen and purify the womb universal mind, the womb of the heart, and the throne of the womb, the sacred seat of Ast. Women who take on this sacred work are striving to create wombs that will work brilliantly, wombs that don't hurt, or bleed profusely, or drop, or scream. Women who take on this sacred work will end the inner womb wars and save their sacred seats from the dread of disease, so they can begin to heal naturally. We need powerful, tumor free, energized, pain free, cleansed, and spiritually charged wombs. We need wombs that don't lock in negative experiences and people, only to become diseased when all of these toxins are not safely released. Although this gateway does not contain all the answers to restoring the full beauty and magnificence of the womb, it does offer the first sparks of light that can ignite our sleeping spirits and take us across the bridge of womb enlightenment. Gateway Zero speaks to all women, from the young woman who has recently been initiated into her menstrual cycle to the woman whose womb has been surgically removed. To all women, we say, bless the spirit of your womb, for that spirit is eternal and never dies. Charge your spiritual womb daily throughout each cycle of your womb life with much love and peace. For if your spirit is whole, so too is the spirit of your womb. Whatever your spiritual affiliation, philosophy, educational background, or cultural expression, the sacred womb circle can work for you. It is a safe haven in which every woman may rejoice in the power of her newfound womb awareness. This is the foundation you need as you set out on the evolutionary path of the sacred woman. May this book open you up to the possibilities of taking greater responsibilities for the restoration and preservation of your womb. May each lesson fill you with greater sense of wholeness. Let's begin. Sacred Woman Circle. We sit in a womb circle to do our work, to heal our minds, hearts, and wombs, our sacred seat. We gather from all walks of life to heal ourselves and one another to form circles of love, trust, support, and non judgment that allow us to share our womb story. Our sacred womb circle offers us the sacred space and time to affirm that we have the power to heal not only ourselves, but one another as well. As we reveal our innermost secrets in the safety of the circle, we begin the work needed to purge the past and the disharmonies that we have attracted over time to and through our wombs. In the sacred womb circle, we share with one another the ways we found that help us love, pamper, heal, and support ourselves through womb work. We teach one another how to forgive and let go of our past hurts, how to raise children constructively, how to love our present mates. We inspire one another to restore our divine womb life. We meditate, pray, and do journal work together. We make music together and sing songs full of spirit to free our souls. We dance. We read our own and other women's healing poems. We study the principles of sacred womb work together and learn which foods and herbs nurture our wombs and our nerves. We learn that a woman's body temple must be kept pure and clean, for as she transforms her womb, she elevates herself to enter a special sacred state of wholeness. As we close our womb circle in prayer, we hold everyone's stories in our heart as tools to help us grow. We pray for health, love, abundance, blessings, and good vibes for each of us until we meet again. We are everything and all things in this circle of healing, sister to sister. At present, there are women's healing circles and sister to sister circles all over the world. The mother father spirit deep within us all is calling out for planetary wellness. Know that your sacred womb circle is an indelible part of the many sacred gatherings helping to create world peace. Know that wherever there is a woman who is healing her womb, there is a household with the potential for healing and wellness. One household at a time, prayerfully, this healing will spread like a cleansing fire throughout the communities of the world. Setting up a sacred womb circle. First meeting. At the first exploratory meeting to establish the energy of the circle, you need to discuss what each sister feels is her individual womb wellness project and how she feels she might benefit from joining together in a circle with other sisters. Leave plenty of time for meditation and sharing. Purpose of circle and commitment statement. By the end of the evening, the circle should have discovered its common purpose and made a commitment to work together once a week for a minimum of 21 days and a maximum of 4 months. Each sister should then write out, date, and sign her personal commitment statement. I commit myself to the sisters of my sacred circle and to the divine guardians, ancestors, and elders to heal myself by taking responsibility for my womb wellness. I commit to weekly participation in this sacred circle and to stay focused on my mission to heal myself. I will be mindful of the distractions and challenges around me and the denial and rationalizations arising within me that will inevitably attempt to deter me from my course. I will stay strong and steadfast in the company of my sisters because I know there is unity, power, and divinity in a holy and healthy womb. Number of women in group. 4 to 8 women make an ideal number for a womb circle. That way everyone will have time and space to share and to speak their hearts. Suggested length of meeting, 2 to 3 hours. Where to meet. To create a shared experience within the group, take turns meeting in one another's sacred homes. Food and drink. To support the womb circle, the sisters will bring potluck sharings of fresh salads and fruit, herbal teas, fresh juices, and water. What you will need: dress comfortably so you can do the dance of the womb, sacred movements together as a group. Bring your own musical instruments, bells, chimes, Tibetan bowl, kalimba, shekere, rattle, and drums. Play lightly so that you may be inspired to create divine sound healing. Journaling. Bring your sacred womb journal and pen for any journal work that arises out of the circle's discussions or meditations. Womb circle activities. Sacred altar. If the womb circle is in your home, you have the privilege of setting up the womb altar. Each sister will want to add an offering, such as flowers, incense, or essential oils, or something sacred of her own to enhance the energy of the circle. Music. Open the womb circle by playing your musical instruments or singing, or both, to help establish a harmonious atmosphere for womb wellness. Purify the sacred space and yourself by choosing one of these methods: smudging the space and one another with sage, smudging one another with frankincense and myrrh in a little fireproof pot or of charcoal, anointing one another's crown, mind, heart, spirit, and womb sacred seat with essential oils, lotus, lavender, sage, or frankincense and myrrh, anointing one another with blessed water for sacred cleansing. Repeat the womb circle prayer together. May our wombs rest on the petals of the sacred lotus. Divine Mother, help me to open up within the sacred womb circle all that is buried within the womb of my mind, the womb of my heart, and the womb of my sacred seat. May the stories that we share within our womb circle renew our wombs, lighten our hearts, and heal our minds. May we treat our womb circle in a sacred way and keep our shared stories within our collective, making them sacred. May we commit to traveling this road of womb recovery without wavering, that we may restore our womb balance. Divine One, who is indwelling, I open myself up today for absolute womb wellness. May our womb circle reveal to us our sacred medicine, that we may heal ourselves. I give thanks in advance for the wellness that surrounds my womb and the healing and the peace that surrounds and protects our womb circle. Et tepu. Just being a part of a sacred womb circle means that we are ready for healing in our bodies, our lives, and our environment. Perhaps you'll want to offer fruit or flowers or applause as you receive or give support to the sisters in the circle who are able to stand up against womb abuse by self and others, and to those who do their best to follow the womb wellness diet plan and to those who cleanse their colons so their wombs can be as light as a feather. Divine wisdom dwells in the sacred womb circle. This knowledge of our divinity brings us into the celestial arms of Mother Nut, the grandmother and guardian of all the gateways. You cannot complete the gateways of sacredness that she encloses until you first go before her, the celestial womb. In the original first written language, Metuneter, spoken by our ancient Nile Valley ancestors, the womb was called the Khat, which also means to hold, or to keep, or to catch. According to natural law, the sacred woman's wellness begins in the womb and spreads out from her center like branches of a tree. She ascends to strength or descends to weakness according to the condition of her roots. In order to grow properly as a whole woman, we must spiritually return our awareness to our beginnings and draw our supply from the oldest spirit woman known to humankind and spirit kind, great grandmother Nut. Here is a prayer to her from the Patar, from the Part M Haru in Gur, the Egyptian book of the dead. Grandmother Nut, grant that I may reach the heaven of everlastingness and the mountain of thy favoritness. May I be joined with the shining beings, holy and perfect. May I come forth with them to see thy beauties. Thou shinest at eventide, and thou goest to thy mother Nut. Speaking from the celestial realm, Nut tells us, I represent the highest aspect in woman. I am Nut, womb of the universe. I was discovered by the first people of the Nile Valley, the Kemites. I am the celestial mother who stretches over the entire sky. I contain within my womb all the trillions of stars and planets. I am the womb universal mother whose arms spread across galaxies upon galaxies. I cover the entire universe. My arms spread far enough and wide enough to protect all my children. I am your guide and protectress. Those who come to me in their meditation experience are reborn into divine consciousness. Look for me. My body is deep blue in color and spangled with stars. I can show you with pure inner peace. Within me reside all the answers of the universe and the answers you need in your world. I am the principle of the creator, creatress in womb like form. Look upon me, and I will give you absolute inner serenity. Spend time with me daily in your meditation, and I will heal your body and ignite your inner star so that you may glitter gold and silver bright, just as I do, your mother. All of us women folk have taken our turn on the birthing wheel. We are the granddaughters of Nut, the universal womb. Each one of us is a star of light. All the women that welcome you at the sacred womb gate, the ancestors, elders, and contemporaries, are representations of the countless manifestations of Nut, star beings. These women, the spiritual midwives you will discover as you move through the womb wisdom of Sacred Woman, will help you through your rebirth. In the arms of the Sky Mother, a visualization. Daughters of Nut, with each ray of light issued to your womb, may you experience liberations as women. May you shine brighter and brighter as you meet the spiritual midwives standing at the gateway of our rebirth with their full skirts and cast iron pots and big bosom smiles. Nut, the highest principle and reflection of woman, holds the light to rebirth you into sacred womanhood, to start your womb healing. Nut speaks. Whatever state you are in, come to me. I, Mother Nut, will comfort you. Come fly with me. I will set you free, for I am the divinity that dwells within you. Look up to me at night or at dawn for a few moments, or as long as it takes for you to quietly seal a vision of me into your mind's eye. And when peace, stillness, and light have spread throughout your entire body, know that you have been fed from my sky bosom. Gently close your eyes, sit very still, and enter into me on a higher plane. See your stars shine brightly as the light inside wells up in you and you become one with your celestial womb. Sitting still and easy, breathe deep and deeper still. See your inner stars renew themselves and shine brighter and brighter until all the dark spaces in you melt into one ball of light. Feel this heavenly womb like space, this womb like safe and peaceful state of light vibrating and emanating from within you, circling your body in a womb shaped temple of light. Meditate daily with me, your sky mother, so that all the dark spaces in you become one light, one love. To energize your womb healing, hold a piece of lapis lazuli or a moonstone in your palm and over your womb as you perform your nut meditation. These stones are known to increase the infinite inner space of the heavenly spirit where Nut resides within you. Sacred time. To begin the work of Gateway Zero, we must first align our body, mind, and spirit with a new sense of time. When you honor your sacredness, you begin to understand that all time is spiritual. When you live life in a more cosmic, timely, organized fashion, you are more in tune with self, humanity, and the moon, sun, and stars. Time moves in a circle. It is ongoing and it never ends. Even at the end of life, when we think it's all over, it begins all over again. Our ancestors have said that life is eternal. I am yesterday, seer of millions of years is my name, traveling along the way of Heru, the light, the truth. The sacred clock keeps on ticking, so use your time with complete awareness and as much grace and mindfulness as possible to gain the power, clarity, wealth, and oneness in the spirit that comes in the fullness of time. The more you are in tune with and respectful of time, the more you will be blessed by time. We use every bit of time all the time. So use your moments with as much wisdom as you are able. What we do with our time will ultimately determine all our successes and all our temptations. Time is filled with all kinds of choices. Please think first to make your choices wisely, for you will live with all your choices, good and bad, for all time. My soul has guided me to dance in the space of time, to release the remains of a day gone wrong, or to dance in the space of time in praise because my inner soul was jumping for joy in my midday, or to dance gentle and easy because I survived yet another day with grace and ease. Prayers for sacred time of day, sunrise and midday, sunset and nighttime. Within the course of 20 hours, 24 hours, Ast, Isis, and her sister Nebhet, Nephthys, our ancient African guardians, come forth to greet us at their designated time of the day. Help us to maintain our spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental equilibrium, and remind us to use our time in the spirit of Ma'at. All praises to you, Mother, Father, Creator, Creatress, the keeper and bestower of all time, the aspect and reflection of the Most High, divine Creator, Creatress. You have helped me to be in harmony with the seasons of time, with the time of day, the time of the moon, the time to eat, the time to fast, the time to rest, and time to rise, the time of my womb cycle, and the time to be intimate and nurtured. May I be in tune with the lesson of time and use it well and with divine intelligence. May I keep time with the ebb and flow of my emotions so that I am able to maintain inner harmony. Neb Het, sunrise. Adoration to you, Neb Het, you who appear between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m., the female guardian of the darkest hour before dawn, the balance between night and day. You appear at the earliest morning light, standing as the gatekeeper of this twilight time. Honor to you, Neb Het, the lady of the house and sister of Ast, the Lady of Heaven, for living within us as we tune into a new day, coming that we as women may carry our house, our body temple, in divine right order. Neb Het ritual. The time of Neb Het is the time that our melanin, symbolic of our spiritual force of enlightenment, flows strongest. During Neb Het's sacred appearance at dawn, sit in quiet meditation. You may place a purple or white prayer shawl upon your head as you meditate on the cosmic, sacred lady of the house coming through you in a state of cleanliness and ma'at. Upon the roof of her house, she is crowned with a bowl representing purification, completion, wholeness. And at the gate of her house is the ma'at, feather of peace and harmony, which will touch and anoint you upon entry into your divine self. Ring a bell to summon the heavenly host, that they may come around you and within you. Burn incense of frankincense and myrrh to prepare for a purified day. Ast, midday. All praise to you, Ast, the great mother. Time reflects through you as the brightest light of midday, when the sun is highest and strongest in the heavens, on earth and within us, giving us great vitality and vigor. Ast, I thank you for this potent charge of light from you at the time of day you have set aside for my complete blossoming. Beloved creator, creatress, help me to stay in tune with time, to be on time with life, and with the commitments I make to be shared with the world of time. Het Heru, sunset. Het Heru, Hathor, the lady of divine love and beauty, makes her appearance with the setting of the sun. Our ancestors called her Het, Hurt, Nept, Amentet, or Hathor, lady of Amentet. For Amentet is the west, where the sun sets, and thus the place of renewal for the ancient Kemetic peoples. Het Heru, ritual. During the hours of Het Heru, who is dwelling within you? Become intimate with yourself. Take an Epsom salt or Dead Sea salt bath that includes aromatherapy oils or essential oils to enhance your inner beauty, your gentleness, your peace. Do not use any salts if you have high blood pressure or edema. Essential oils such as cinnamon, lotus, or lavender were used by the ancients for anointing and for sweetness. While in the tub, chant your own way to Het Heru, Lady of Amentet, or Het Heru, Lady of the Sunset. Repeat this hezi over and over as the heat and the salt water and oils melt away all the challenges you may have experienced during the course of the day. While surrounded by the ocean of water in your sacred tub, release all stress so that you may enter the night in serenity. If tonight is the night you choose for divine lovemaking, allow Het Heru's beauty to come through you. Nut, nighttime. All praise to you, Mother Nut. Help me to look it to you, the mother of our day star, the sun, and the stars of night as they glide through the sky, to maintain my inner cosmic lock. Help me to use time wisely, to respect the time given, and to respect the time of others. Creator, creatress, help me to see time as being as precious as my children. Help me to become more aware that time is to be cherished and well spent, like the good times that I share with my extended family. All I have is right now, this moment, to make my life work. And this time, right now, is mine, and I give thanks. Help me to think before I set time and use time, for I will never again get this time back. May I use my time to heal, to build, to love, and to reason. Mother, Father, Creator, Creatress, as the time of my age increases, may I be made glad, for only through many years of living does this wisdom grow. Knowledge is my flower, and may my time be filled with memories of thankfulness and healthy seeds sown. Let me never waste my time, for it does not stand still even for a moment. Help me remember that cycles come and go, and no matter how hard things are right now, or how good they may be, nothing remains the same. Creator, Creatress, help me remember when the sun goes down and night falls in the hours of despair, or quietude, to simply go with the flow, for time will have its way. Neither grief nor sweet solitude will last forever. In time, the sun will rise again, and joy and peace shall once again prevail. Heavenly Mother, Father, Spirit, when my time in this life is all used up and my clock finally stops, may I look back upon my life and reflect that my lessons have been well learned and that the moments of my life were filled with goodness. May I leave a legacy of time well spent. And when I step over to the other side, to the realm of the ancestors, may I keep celestial time with them. Now that we have entered into the concept of sacred time, we are ready to establish the rhythm of the sacred clock throughout your 21 days of experience in Gateway Zero, the sacred womb, and through each of the gateways that follow. And I'll show y'all the sacred clock. Ladies, I said this concludes chapter 2. Ladies, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to go get this book. I'm not even a woman, and I'm about to do some of this stuff that's in here. I ain't got no womb, but some of these things in here apply to all of us. They don't just apply to the women. All right, this is the sacred clock. Listen, set up y'all sacred circles. Ladies, y'all get together. Okay, go ahead and get together and y'all make y'all sacred circles. Set these up. All right, listen, y'all heal them wombs. Okay, get these get these schedules set up. Set up heru. All right, let me go back real quick. Okay, set up ost. All right, set up these nep het rituals. All right, listen, I want to see some glowing skin. Okay, I want to see some glowing skin. Okay, I want to see some ladies that's looking all kinds of shiny and stuff. And they ain't even using no lotion. All right, I want to see that. That sounds amazing. I'm a man. I love my wife. I love my children. Well, I got eyeballs too. I want to see some shiny ladies, and they ain't using nothing out the grocery store. They using nature. All right. Listen, heb hedu. All right, y'all get on that. Okay. I support this 100%, and I know the other brothers do too. Okay. Listen, Queen Afua is giving away the jewels in here to y'all ladies. Okay. This is just chapter 2. This is just gateway 0. All right. This is just gateway 0. The sacred womb. All right. Y'all can see it for yourself. All right. There it is right there. Listen, y'all get in this book. If I'm a man reading this book, y'all ladies, listen, y'all got to support this woman, okay? Listen, she wrote this book decades ago. And this book is hitting so hard that you have a grown man over here who has 6 children and is married saying, "Hey, listen, I'm about to try some of this stuff in here." Some of this stuff doesn't apply to me. I don't have a womb to, make a baby. But some of these practices in here apply because I do have the divine feminine within me. Every man does. Every man has the divine feminine and the divine masculine within him. Every woman has the divine feminine and the divine masculine within them. So there is information in the masculinity versions of books like this that apply to women. And there's information in books like this that's for women that also apply to men. This is material that we need to be getting out to our children. My son and my daughter, they're sitting right here. They've been sitting right here listening to me read the entire time. They need this information. My son needs this information so he knows what woman to choose. Listen, brothers. Listen, homies. My son needs this information so he knows what woman to choose. This is not just important for the women. Brothers, we need to get in this information. We need to understand how to choose our women. Queen Afua is giving away the answers on how to choose the woman that is best for you. Now, she's doing it in a way where she's not really doing it. But if a man is paying attention, he will know when he is walking up on a goddess. He will know when he is walking up on a spiritual queen. Brothers, get up in these materials. Read it to your children. Play these recordings for your children. Your daughters need to understand how to achieve what is talked about in this book. And your sons need to know how to find a woman who has done the work that is in this book. Telling y'all, we gotta band together. We got to get up in these books. We got to get in the Akash. We got to make sure our children are learning truth. We got to show our children love. Love you, buddy. We got to show our children love. Listen, we got to give our children something different. We got to realign with the ancient ways of the past. This is important. I'm telling y'all right now, like, this is not a game at all. Y'all might think that this is a gimmick. It's not even close to a gimmick. We are in a state of emergency right now. This is not a game. We are in a state of emergency. I was just talking to my wife about this last night. Systematic warfare, systematic spiritual warfare is being waged on humanity as a whole. Get in these books, get in these meditations, follow through with what is being said. Teach these children from a young age, raise them up in the way that they should go, so that when they are older, they will not depart from those ways. And those ways need to be aligned with nature and the Netaru. Those ways need to be aligned with the Metu nature. Those ways need to be aligned with the ancient practices of the ancient people. You are looking at one of them. I am a member of those ancient people. I am a descendant of those ancient people. And so is he. And so is she. You can't see her right now because she's laying down. But hey, my daughter, I'm making sure my daughter hear me read this. I want her to understand what kind of a man that she should allow in her space. If he don't know this information, she already know, nah, he ain't for me. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how much money he got. None of that matters. If he don't know this information, if he don't respect my altar that I'm going to create, if he doesn't respect my practices at 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., if he doesn't respect these things, if he doesn't help me to move forward in these things, that's not a man for me. I am making sure that my daughter understands that from a very, very early age. You ain't gonna be able to just run up on my daughter unless you done did that real work. She gonna know. She gonna know, and she ain't gonna try to teach you what work to do. You're gonna have to go and do that work, and then approach her with a certain amount of respect. And you're gonna have to understand that she's already been given an example of a man that is of wealth, and you're gonna have to show up with wealth. You ain't gonna have to show up with $1. You got to show up with character. You got to show up with self-discipline. You're gonna have to show up with righteousness, and you can hold my daughter's hand. But without those, keep it moving, big homie. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You got some work to do. We are creating a bloodline shift of a reign of 10,000 generations. This bloodline will reign for 10,000 generations. What will your bloodline do? I tell you what, expose your gift.